Does the word magic circle kind of terrify you? Believe me, I've been there before. I used to purposely avoid projects that even mentioned a magic circle because I couldn't figure it out. But today I'm going to teach you not only a super simple, easy way to do a magic circle, but we're going to take our time and make sure that you really understand it so that you can do it for your next project. Hi, I'm Giselle and welcome to Lotta Fun. And today I'm going to teach you how to crochet the perfect magic circle ring. Before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, all those fun things. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I like to engage with the people who comment. So say hi, let me know where you're from and what project you're working on next. Before we start, I just wanted to say you probably won't get this your first try, and that's okay. We're going to go over this a few times, so just follow at your own pace and have fun with it. So first, we're going to get our yarn. I'm going to use an acrylic yarn to show you how to do a magic circle today, just because I find it to be a little bit easier when you're first learning how to make a magic circle, because the yarn can still slide pretty easily, but it also has a little bit of grippiness to it. But first, we're going to make a slip stitch, and when you're doing a magic circle, you do want to leave a little bit of a tail, maybe a little bit longer than what you usually would leave. It's just going to help you more later on. So first, I'm going to have my yarn, and I'm right-handed by the way, but I'm going to grab my yarn, and I'm going to place my yarn in my left hand. So just placing it in my left hand. So again, here's my tail. I'm going to leave a little bit down here, and holding my yarn in my left hand. So I'm going to show you that again. I'm going to grab my yarn, place it in my left hand, while still leaving a little bit of a tail. Next, I'm going to take the yarn that is attached to the ball of yarn, wrap it around my fingers. Usually I only do these three, and I'm going to make a cross. So again, I'm holding my yarn, and I'm holding my yarn with my thumb and my pinky because I find that a little bit easier. That way I'm not losing my tail. So again, have my yarn in my left hand, holding the tail with my thumb and my pinky, wrapping it around my hand, so over my three fingers, and making an X. Notice how the yarn that I'm crossing over with is going on top of this yarn. So an X. One more time. So I have my yarn, holding it in my left hand, going over my three fingers to where I make an X. Next, all you're going to do is flip your hand over. I'm going to show that to you again. Yarn, make your X, flip your hand over. And what I'm doing with my yarn now is I'm going to place it where my thumb is and my pinky, that way I can hold it still. That way I can clearly see both lines. Next, you're going to grab your hook. I'm going to use a 5 today. And you're going to go under this first yarn, so under, and then your second yarn right here, you're going to pull it under your first yarn. So I'm going to show you that again. You're going to make an X, hold your yarn with your thumb and your pinky, and flip your hand over. Next, you're going to see these two lines. You're going to use your crochet hook to go under your yarn. That way you can grasp the second yarn, or second line, we'll call them lines. You're gonna grab the second line, go under, make a turning motion, and here, we're gonna stop right here because I'm gonna do that again. And I'm sure I could go faster, but I want to really make sure that you guys are getting this down, that way it becomes second nature to you. So again, yarn, make an X, two lines, put your hook under the first line, grab the second line, pull and turn. Next, you're going to be essentially making your slip knot. So I moved my fingers very carefully from the circle, and this circle is what's going to become your magic ring. And before I worry about anything else, what I'm going to do, and this is what I do, I use one of my fingers, and you don't have to do this, whatever's easier, but I create a little bit of tension on the circle just to make it a little bit easier to make the slip knot. I'm gonna use my middle finger and my thumb to kind of hold the base of what's about to be the knot. That way it doesn't go like awry on me. And I'm just gonna pull my yarn through. And then I'm gonna untangle my tail so it doesn't get in my way. And then you have your slip knot, which is essentially how you start your magic circle. And before I show you how to make single crochets in that magic circle, we're gonna do it one more time. So first, you're gonna grab your yarn, hold it in your left hand, go over your fingers, make an X, hold to your both pieces of yarn with your thumb and pinky, flip your hand over. You have 2 lines. You're going to use your crochet hook to go under the first line, pull the second line under the first line, turn your crochet hook to where you're making a little loop on your hook. Carefully move your hand from the circle that you made on your fingers. Grab your yarn, carefully grab your hook that way, or the loop on your hook, that way it doesn't accidentally come undone. Yarn over, pull through. Okay, next we're gonna untangle our tail again, and you can move as slow or as fast as you want. So next, this is our circle, which is about to be very magical here in a few seconds. And now we're gonna do a single crochet. So in the magic circle, I'm gonna put my hook through, pull my yarn to where I have 2 loops. And here's a common mistake that people make. If you let go of your magic circle, it's gonna be really hard to figure out how to pull your yarn through to make that single crochet. So let me go back. So first, you're gonna put your hook through your magic circle. You're gonna go ahead and kind of hold not only your magic circle, but your knot too. That way it's a little bit easier for you to maneuver. And you're gonna pull your hook through both. And that's your first single crochet. We're gonna do that again. You're gonna put your hook through your magic circle, grab your yarn, pull through, then pull through both loops. So it's gonna be 2. And now I'm gonna do a total of 6. So use this time to practice with me or skip ahead. We're gonna go in the magic circle, pull our yarn through to where we have 2 loops, pull through both, and that's our 3rd single crochet. Yarn through magic circle, pull, 4 single crochets, 5 single crochets, 6 single crochets, 7 single crochets. And you can move your hands up too as you're going, that way you can hold your project steady. Yarn through magic circle, pull through, 8 magic crochets, or 8 single crochets, sorry. Let me get a little bit more yarn. 8, 9, then last one, for a total of 10, we're gonna put our hook through our circle, grab 2 loops, and pull through both. So now we have a total of 10. And real quick, before I show you how to close the magic circle, I'm gonna tell you what we're counting as stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is not a single crochet. This is the knot of your slip stitch. So what we're also going to do right now, and I'm telling you, if you're a beginner or anyone really, get stitch markers, but honestly you could even use safety pins, but these come in cute colors. So what I'm going to do is, I know this is my first stitch, I'm going to put my stitch marker through that one just so I don't lose sight of it, because we're about to close it, so you might get a little confused once you see it all closed together where your first stitch was. So next, I took my hook off of my loop. I'm gonna pull on my loop a little bit just to make it bigger so I don't accidentally lose it. And now here's the magic part. We're gonna pull on this string and it's gonna close the magic circle. So essentially this string runs all the way through here So when we pull on it, it's gonna close it. So the best way to pull on it, if you pull too hard on it, it's gonna start getting twisted around and it's not gonna close pretty. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna gently pull on it. And what I like to do is I like to put my thumb and my other finger kind of holding where you made your slip knot and gently pull from there. So as you're pulling, you're gonna feel it start to move. And what you can do too, once you feel it start to move, is you can grab the project as a whole and just pull, and you'll kind of feel where you need to move your hand. And you're pulling, so here we go. As I'm pulling, it's closing. So before I complete it, just kind of wanted to show you what it looks like so far. And again, I find it easier to kind of put your fingers where the slip knot is. That way you can guide a little bit better. Again, I'm just showing you it closing. See? And then pulling it some more. And once you get to this point, you can pull on it a little bit tighter. That way you can really close your magic circle together. So we're gonna pull, pull, pull. Next, what I'm gonna do, and this is why I said it's important to have a stitch marker, because sometimes when you pull on it, this part might go under a little bit and it's really easy to miss. So I'm gonna put my hook back on my loop. I'm gonna tighten the yarn around my loop again. That way I can continue crocheting. I'm gonna remove the stitch marker while still keeping in mind what place it was holding. So don't lose sight of where your first stitch was. We're gonna put our hook through. And what I'm doing right now is called a slip stitch. So I'm gonna grab my hook. I'm gonna pull it through that first single crochet that we did in our magic circle, and I'm also gonna pull it through the loop that I had on my hook. Next, I'm gonna pull my yarn through my loop again just to finish off the project. That way I can show you what it looks like. Cut that off. Okay, and you can see we still have a little bit of a circle. Best way to fix that is just pull on the tail of your magic circle again, and it closes up. And say if you're making a hat, a coaster, or a blanket, as you're adding more stitches, it's gonna hold that shape better. So you won't have to keep holding onto your tail or pulling on it to make that hole stay closed. But there you have it. That's how you make a magic circle. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope that made magic circles not as scary. This does take practice and a little while just to get your hands used to the movements and holding so many parts of the string. But I promise you, it's gonna click. Don't stop, just keep practicing. It's gonna be so worth it whenever you're able to make that stuffed animal you've always wanted, or that beanie, that blanket. Believe me, just keep going. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment below letting me know if it clicked for you or not. There are a few other methods when it comes to doing a magic circle, so if this one wasn't the right one for you, let me know. I'm more than happy to show y'all a different version. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.